The Tao of Self-Confidence, Episode 72. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of outstanding women finding their inner journey to self-confidence 5 days a week. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com to check out amazing blog articles and our killer resources. Well, hello, friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Jeann Ng, and today I have a special lady all the way from Singapore, so you can just imagine the time difference. And she is a style coach, and she's here today to share her story on self-confidence. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Jeann Ng. Jeann, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourselves to the listeners.
Hi, Sheena. Hi, everyone. My name is Jeann. So I'm actually a style coach. I got it from a style coaching institution in UK. So basically, I provide boutique personal stylists and makeup services for individuals who wish to look stylish and feel confident about themselves every day. And interestingly, before this, I was actually a food scientist, and this is totally unrelated and different field.
Wow, I like how you went from like one field to like a totally different thing. And I'm pretty sure being a style coach is much more exciting than what you did before.
Well, it's got to do with the self-confidence journey that I'm probably going to share a little bit more later.
That's awesome. So I can't wait to hear that. And what's your cultural background?
Actually, as you have already introduced, I was born in Singapore, so it's pretty summer all year round here. And over here it's multiracial environment, so actually we have like Asians, Indians, Malays, Caucasians, so we pretty much have a great mix of different race of people here. For me, I'm Chinese, so I'm Asian. I speak mainly English and Mandarin.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And, Jeann, what would be your favorite self-confidence quote?
Well, I would say it is, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Something that I would tell myself every day.
Awesome. That's the first time I've actually heard that quote. And I like that, right? Because we all fear something, but it's just acting on that fear to just go ahead and do it anyways. That's how we grow as a person. So thanks for sharing that. And, in your own words, how would you define self-confidence?
Right. In my own words, self-confidence is knowing that you are loved and accepted for everything you are and what you are not. And it is pretty much the same meaning as my quote that I said earlier, that believing that, I'm wonderfully made for everything that I am and everything that I'm not.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And, Jeann, what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
Wow, I'm so different. Before I discovered self-confidence, I was a very shy person and very afraid to speak up. And, if I were to walk into a room and walk out of it, you would have never noticed that I was present. I was just really shy, and I'm afraid to speak up, right, to people in the crowd. And even when it comes to dressing, right, I'll just dress whatever the fashion trends is going, and, I'll just join every activity that my friends are interested in, but I never really discovered what I'm interested in to do, so I just follow everyone else. And so I found that I didn't have an identity of my own, right, and I didn't even know what I like to do and what I do not like to do. I just follow everyone.
I think too, as Asian women, it's more challenging for us to find our own identity because we're always told what to do. You go to school, you follow this, you sit a certain way, you look a certain way so that we please other people. I don't know if it's like that also in Singapore. I just feel like as women too, we're always told what to do to the point where we forget who we are and we just are always following the crowd. So, thanks for sharing that. And, what was that point in your time when you just realized that you can be your own person? You don't always have to follow the crowd, that, there's certain things that you love doing, right? You enjoy doing.
Yeah, that's right. And, you made a right point that probably this is more prominent for Asian, that, Asian parents would usually tell, the kids what they ought to do and what they ought not to do or to be or not to be. So I guess part of growing up, it shapes that a little bit more.
Cool. So what was your aha moment when you realized that, you were capable of doing your own thing and that you didn't always have to follow the crowd?
Well, my aha moment came when I started to have a relationship with the one who made me, which is God. And this is a relationship that made me feel loved for who I am, even in the areas that I lack. When I know that I'm made just the way I am to be loved in my own unique way. And that's how I discovered, right, that I can be who I am and not afraid to show or be. To even show the areas that I lack, right? And that's what I truly believe that, I can run to the ends of the earth and you can never find someone like me because I'm unique, right? And that's the aha moment and I start to be myself every day.
I like that. And it's true, right? There's no one who knows you better than you. And, every person, you are irreplaceable, right? So, I mean, we're here for a reason. We're meant to do great things. And as, especially just being able to do those great things, just being ourselves. So, after that realization that, you can be your own person and just do the things that you love, do great things in this world, what's your life like now?
Ooh, it's one word, awesome. As you already know, I went from scientist to stylist. So after that discovery, I learned how to love and accept myself. So life is different, right? Like from no friends to a huge network of friends. I found my hobbies and passion. I found confidence in who I am. And of course, I know how to make myself look good being a stylist. And it makes me feel good, right? And life was really full of joy. And this also inspired me to start my business as a style coach to empower men and women to look stylish and ring with confidence in their lives.
Thank you. And, I like that sometimes, the clothes do make you feel good, right? I mean, if it's something, as simple as wearing a nice dress, and if it makes you feel good, I mean, just go out and wear it, right? Because it still builds, a little bit of confidence in you to go out there and just, take on the world, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. And it's what a lot of women would like to do.
Yeah, for sure, right? We love clothes. And Jeann, to the woman who's listening to your episode, maybe she's in the same boat as you and now she's inspired to take action in her own life to do things that she wants and stop, following the crowd. What would be that one tip you would give to her in her own journey of self-confidence?
Right, there's one tip and it would be the quickest and simplest way I would share is to make an effort to look good every day.
Nice. I like that because, a part of us, and it doesn't have to mean like we always have to get dolled up and everything, right? It's just, it just gives you that boost of confidence, right? It's all about just taking care of yourself, right? I mean,
right.
If it's just as simple as getting your nails done, it's like treating yourself to something nice, right?
Yeah, and you're right. And when we make an effort to look good every day and we look at the mirror every day, right? And we just start to see ourselves and believe in ourselves that we can be who we want to be. And, and with that day by day, the confidence builds up.
I like that. Well, thanks for sharing that great advice, and I like that. It is the simple and quickest way to do that. When you look in the mirror and you see how nice you look or know how nice your nails are, it's like, I feel good, right? Because it's all about feeling good too at the same time, right? So thanks for sharing that. And, Jeann, if our listeners wanted to get to know you a little bit more about your style coaching or maybe just getting to know you in general, is there any links or any social media profiles we can connect with?
Yep, I have a website, which is stylebyjeann.com. Or similarly, I have a Facebook page, which is also Style by Jeann. So, yep, you can find me there. And on and off, we do share some amazing quotes to build confidence in everyone in their daily lives. So stay tuned.
Thank you. And to our listeners out there, if you want to connect with Jeann, just head on over to thetaoofselfconfidence.com and search for Jeann's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else we talked about. And I just want to thank Jeann for taking the time to share her story. So Jeann, thank you so much. Going from a foot scientist to a style coach, it's a pretty big leap. And thanks for sharing your tips and story about self-confidence.
Thanks, Sheena, for having me here. It's my pleasure to share my short story here.
Awesome. And to the listeners out there, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you for connecting with us on the Tao of Self-Confidence. Visit thetaoofselfconfidence.com for links to everything we chatted about, as well as killer resources, gifts, and so much more.